Yes, well, a lot of false claims from President Biden yesterday. He also claimed that his massive government spending, which has contributed to soaring gasoline and food prices, has actually helped Americans. Watch this.
Republicans like to portray me as some kind of big spender. We have spent a lot of money. Ladies and gentlemen, this year, by the end of the fiscal year, we will have cut the federal deficit by another $1.6 trillion in 1 year. 1 year. So when they come to you and talk about big spenders, let them know. Almost $2 trillion in deficit reduction. I don't want to hear any more of these lies about reckless spending. We're changing people's lives.
Joining the conversation all morning long this morning is Fox Business's Dagen McDowell and Forbes media chairman and Republican former presidential candidate Steve Forbes. Great to see everybody this morning. Thank you so much for being here. Dagen, your reaction, he says he doesn't want to hear any more lies about his massive spending stoking inflation.
Changing people's lives for the worse. Indeed, 40-year high inflation. The savings rate has fallen to a 14-year low. People's wages are falling when adjusting for that runaway inflation. And it was stoked by two policies out of this liar-in-chief. A $2 trillion spending package last year that was completely unnecessary. And then taking a hatchet, a chainsaw, to our energy industry. Ceding power and prosperity to nations that hate us. That's the 1-2 punch for Americans. And I think that Joe Biden, oh, and by the way, they're trying to spend more money to fight inflation. So that's the upside down insanity of this administration. I think that Joe Biden's tells are when he gets huffy and indignant. That's when you know he's about to lie to you, to all of us.
Well, we've got the inflation timeline right in front of us. We know exactly when and how this inflation got started. Steve Forbes, you just wrote the book on inflation. It was already close to 7% when he signed into law the infrastructure package. It all started with his COVID relief package in March of 2021. When he walked into the White House, inflation was at 1.4%, Steve.
Well, that's right, but it's all Vladimir Putin's fault, don't you know? And Dagen's point about him yelling like that, it's also trying to show he is in charge. He's in full control of his faculties. He's full of energy. But we know that, unfortunately, what energy he has is going the wrong way, putting the economy down, not up, and hurting the very people who need the help the most. And what is so bizarre is that he's going to go to Saudi Arabia. When we have oil here at home, we could get oil from Canada if he just improved that pipeline, 800,000 barrels a day. It's nuts. But I think the American people are going to give a real thrashing to the Democrats in November. But that's sadly, we're going to have to wait till November to get that kind of change when Democrats have suddenly realized they may have to pursue other opportunities in the next couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible, Dagen, to hear him blame the oil companies for cutting back on refining. This climate agenda has permeated this economy, the population, all of the agencies in this government. And, of course, the SEC is telling companies you've got to prove what your risk is to climate change. They're changing the rules for the Standard & Poor's 500, creating all of these new cost expenses for the corporate sector as well. And he's blaming them.
So on Friday, Joe Biden directly blamed ExxonMobil by name. But this commander in chaos is now going to go to Saudi Arabia and beg the crown prince to pump more oil. And Dan Clifton wrote about this from Strategas a few days ago, that the two biggest policy errors committed under Biden were the passage of the $2 trillion last year, which was unnecessary, which fed inflation, but also the failure to embrace an all-of-the-above energy policy in February of this year. And we're still suffering that. Gasoline prices near a record. Diesel is at a new record high today. That's going to feed through to all inflation. But, again, he can yell all he wants. We all know the truth.
Yeah, we might call him Old Yeller.
Yeah.
That's an insult to Old Yeller. Oh, actually, dogs. We love dogs, but not the ones who are politicians.